What's up guys, welcome back to the next video in learning C++. My name is QDS Danny and you guys watching my channel Croywood. In this video we're going to talk about explicit specialization. So I'm going to put it explicit So what is explicit specialization? So when you guys see here the template functions and you guys want to overload this function. Now you guys going to tell me, yes Danny, that we know that the generic function is template function. You guys can overload it anytime you guys want, but what's the good about the explicit specialization? Please subscribe Croywood. As always, our programming videos will continue. At Croywood we are committed to bring you the best programming videos. If you like my videos, please subscribe my channel, click the bell icon to stay updated with my new videos. So when you guys want to manually overload your functions and your template functions, that's called explicit specialization. So if you guys going for exam, or if you guys going for a job, and if your boss asking you what's the explicit specialization, the explicit specialization is when you guys manually overload your generic function. So a manually overloaded version of generic function is called explicit specialization. All right, so we have here from the example from our previous videos when we introduced to you guys about the template, and we said that you guys can here the placeholder, you guys can put a X, Y, Z, A, B, C, K, whatever you guys want to put. So we're going to put it here C out, and then this is coming from template exchange, for example. And we can put a nice endl here. If you guys want to put a next line, up to you. You guys should know what the result, because we have done in the previous videos already. So if you run and you guys kind of come here, this is coming all of them, because we are calling 3 times. This is coming from template exchange, this is coming from template exchange, this is coming from template exchange. If you guys look in here, we have an int and we have double and we have a string. So all of them 3 times you are calling, and if you guys look in here, that's a before and that's after, and all of them is coming from the template exchange. All right, so now if you what happens if you want to do explicit specialization, you guys can do explicit specialization with all of these functions. You guys can do with the int, you guys can do with double, you guys can do with the string. So what happens, I'm gonna copy this one and I'm gonna bring it down. So I want to do the explicit specialization. I want to overload my function, which is the generic function. All you guys needs to do is get rid of this t. So instead that we can put an int. So if you guys want to explicitly specialize this, for example the int, you guys needs to put an int. If you guys want to do double, you guys can put a double. Then the double, you guys gonna specialize that one. You guys want to do this string, you guys can put a string here. But if you guys want to do int, I'm going to show you guys we can put int, and instead of this t, you guys just put an int. That's it. So now we are manually overloading this template here. We have exchange function, which the first one, and this is coming from the template exchange. And now you're looking here, this is coming from the specialization. For example, this is coming from the integer, for example, integer specialization, specialization. Okay, we're gonna put some exclamation mark. Now we have if we run our program, because this part is showing that we have declared int double string, and that's before, and now we calling here, that's our exchange. This is calling int. This is for int. The bottom one is for a double, and the last one is for a string. And because here now we have a function, our function exactly share the same name as you guys looking here. That's overloaded, is like we are overloading this one. The parameter is a little bit different. This one have a placeholder, does have an address of A, this placeholder, this have address of B, and now we are here, this placeholders, we name it temp, and now we assign this to the placeholder, which is a temp, and now we are going to assign B to A, and temp to, which is placeholder, we're going to assign to B. We're going to do exactly the same here, but with the exception of we remove the T, because we want to do the integer and the integer here, and instead of T, we're going to put integer here. And now if you guys wondering why we put a T, because we put an int, because we want to do manual overload this one, because we don't care about this two here, but we want to do this one. We want to see when we call here if the ints, if we can call this one successfully or not. If you can call this successfully, it means we can call this successfully, but otherwise we're going to call all of them templates. So we don't want any error, because that's what you guys don't want to see, any error in a lot of program. When you guys coming in to serious problems, and when you guys going to see that this is not enough, then you guys can come with the explicit specialization. So you guys can manually alter this one. You guys manually can create the overload this one. So if you guys look in here, we have the same function. The functions, if you guys look here, I didn't change anything, I just changed the parameter. And as you guys remember, with our all our function overloading and operator overloading, we change the parameter, the signature of the function. If you guys look in here, this all the signature of the function, we have changed here the parameter. You guys need to change the parameter for any successful overloading. So we have effectively overloaded this one inside our template. That's is coming from the template exchange, and that's coming is from integer specialization. All right, so now we're going to run our function, and if you guys look in here, that's the original one, and the first one which we did was the int, which was this guy here, and the second one is coming from the template exchange. If you guys look in here, the first one, which is int, that's coming from integer specialization, and we put the type name is int, that's coming from here, and the second two is coming from the this guy here on top. So if you guys looking now, effectively we've done that, but if you guys looking here, the value is not changed, it's still swapping. There is no exchange effective on exchange, there is no error or anything, but the only ones is that is coming from the top is because we are calling here, and now C++ compiler knows that this exchange is not coming from this guys here, but it's coming from this guys here. So as I said to you guys, when you guys go for a template and the type T, the compiler waits for you guys what you guys gonna put the value. That's what the most successful aspects of C++ compilers, and the compiler is gonna see the wait for you, and the compiler is gonna see, now look, I've got this T, and I've got a T here, which is a placeholder, it's translated as a placeholder, and the compiler waits for you guys. And because as you guys know, the C++ reads everything line by, execute line by line. But why, if you guys look in here, C++ can here ignore this one. C++ has first put this one, because we have an int and we are calling this one first. But if you call this one last, it's gonna come last. So that's what this called this specialization. From time to time, when you guys gonna do complex programming, you guys bump up to this, and this is the best method if you guys want to debug, and if you guys gonna do programming bug free, so no bug. So now if you guys look in here, you guys can create this one, and instead of if you copy here, for example, you guys can effectively do the double as well. So if you guys can put a double, and you guys can put a double string, and then you guys can do effectively the string as well, no problem. And you guys can do that, you guys can try that. We're gonna go and do the double. We're gonna see what's our double results gonna be. So if you guys gonna come here, and instead of int, we're gonna put a double, and you guys look in here, instead of int, we're gonna put a double. So, and instead of int here, we're gonna put a double. All you guys need to do is just change the type. So if we run integer, and we're gonna put this is coming from the double specialization. double specialization, and when we gonna run our code, and if you guys looking here, is coming from the integer specialization, is coming from the double specialization. The last one is coming from the template, because now C++ effectively knows that the integer has got a type already, the double has got a type, but this, the last one, doesn't have the type. So that's why the C++ waits for you guys to which type you guys. But if you guys don't put this one, C++ gonna go on this one, the template one. Then if you guys gonna put a string, then the C++ gonna know that you guys mean the string. But if you guys don't do the string, then the C++ gonna go and execute this one first. So if you guys looking, as I said, this is a placeholder. You guys can use this placeholder for any data type. So this is the very simple, that's explicitly, that's manual overloading your generic function. And whenever you guys do manually overload your generic function, it's called explicit specialization. So you guys, now next time you know that if you guys going for an interview or exam, and someone will ask you what's the explicit overloading generic function, then you guys know that the explicit specialization is the key if you guys want to solve this problem. So that's it for this video, guys. If you have any question or comment, leave in the comment box. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.